Throughout history, there's been many secret societies. They have existed for centuries, conducting their business in dark and black rooms and exerting a mysterious influence upon our culture. Now, conspiracy theories have surrounded secret societies for centuries, with rumors of groups like the Illuminati being linked to everything from the French Revolution to the assassination of JFK. In pop culture, hip-hop artists rap about them, and movies such as Dan Brown's Angels and Demon are made about them. But who is behind these groups, and do they control the world? In today's video, we will separate fact from fiction. Freemasons have an important place in American history. After all, of the 39 people who signed the US Constitution, 13 were Freemasons. Founding fathers such as George Washington, James Monroe, Benjamin Franklin, John Hancock, and Paul Revere all considered themselves members of this fraternity. Now, who are the Masons? Freemasons can trace their inception in Europe back to the Middle Ages, a time when most artisans were organized into local guilds. Cathedral builders had to travel from city to city due to the nature of their profession. They identified each other through the signs of their trade, such as the builder's square and the compass, now iconic symbols of Freemasonry. The earliest reference to Freemasonry is in a Regius poem, or the Halliwell manuscripts published in 1390. But the Freemasonry as we know it today was founded in 1717, when 4 London lodges merged to form England's first Grand Lodge. Freemasonry quickly spread to Europe and the American colonies. Freemasonry is not a religion, but members are encouraged to believe in a supreme being or a great architect of the universe. Masonic temples and occult rituals brought them into conflict with the Catholic Church. The church first denounced the Freemasons in 1738 and issued around 20 decrees against them. In 1985, Roman Catholic bishops reiterated the restrictions for more than 200 years in the face of growing numbers of Catholics joining the cult. The church was not their only enemy. Masonic secrecy gained such a distrust in early America that it inspired America's first third party, the Anti-Masonic Party. Freemasons exist today, and their public image has been heavily influenced by the high-profile charitable work of the Shriners, a subset of Masons also known as the Old Arab Order Nobles of the Mystical Shrine. The Shriners was founded by the Masons at the Knickerbocker College in New York City in 1870 and continue its volunteer work today. The rituals of becoming a Freemason are secretive, but have entered the public imagination in film and television, and had even been parodied in an episode of The Simpsons.
Coming through! Can't throw me out. My father's a member. I'm in.
Okay, Homer, you're in. Just don't point that thing at me.
Oh, thanks, Lenny. When am I going to be initiated?
As soon as number 1 gets here.
Membership is open to all men over the age of 21, and women can join an associated group known as the Sect of the Star of the East. According to the New York Times, prospective members must believe in the Supreme Being, you must be joining of your own free will, you must be a man, you must be freeborn, you must be of lawful age, you must come recommended by at least 2 existing Freemasons from the lodge that you're petitioning. Some of the most famous members included Mozart, Winston Churchill, Davy Crockett, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and John Wayne. Now, the most recognizable symbol of the Masons is the square and the compass. The right angle of the builder's square is combined with a compass, a central tool in geometry, represented by the G at the heart of the symbol. Others interpreted the G as the representative of God, the great architect of the universe. The all-seeing eye view as the eye of the providence. It is a Masonic symbol sharply scrutinized. Long before the Masons, the Egyptians used the eye of Horus, and the all-seeing eye reappeared in Renaissance art to symbolize Christianity and God's vigilance. According to George Washington's Masonic National Memorial, the all-seeing eye is a Masonic symbol of the careful care of the supreme architect that began to appear in printed Masonic literature in the mid-1700s.
Of this, how much power does this group really have?
Well, I'm sorry to say I forgot my tinfoil hat, so I really should have brought it for this discussion. Look, as you said, you've got everybody here. You've got government, you've got intelligence agencies, the GCHQ, the British NSA, which was almost certainly spying on Trump in 2016. You've got finance, Goldman Sachs, all the big financial houses. You've got military, you've got information technology, you've got Silicon Valley, you've got artificial intelligence. Anybody and everybody who says something important about our lives is there, but you can't call it a conspiracy because it's right there in the open.
The first meeting of the Bilderberg group took place in 1954 at the Hotel de Bilderberg in the Netherlands, from which the organization got its name. Summoned by Prince Bernhard of the Netherlands, it was a meeting of influential politicians from North America and Europe who whose goal was to strengthen warmer relationships between the two continents amidst fear of growing anti-Americanism in Europe. Although not a top-secret society like the Illuminati or the Masons, Bilderberg's highly known visitors include Bill Clinton, Margaret Thatcher, Angela Merkel, Tony Blair, and Henry Kissinger. The group use of the Chatham House rules block participants from sharing what happens in meetings, giving the group a touch of mystery. Journalists are not allowed at the meetings as well. A special international committee selects the participants in the Bilderberg. About 120 to 140 people are invited each year, with about 2/3 from Europe and 1/3 from North America. The Washington Post states that although they're the most common background in government and politics, participants from areas such as academia, finances, and the media have also been included. The level of secrecy surrounding the Bilderberg meeting has given rise to many rumors, including unproven theories that Bilderberg participants are behind the creation of the European Union, the invasion of Iraq, and the bombing of Serbia, according to the New York Times. Conspiracy theorists portray the group as a depiction of the New World Order. Their official website states, due to the private nature of the meeting, members participate as individuals rather than in any official capacity and are therefore not bound by their office conventions or pre-agreed positions. Now, prior to the pandemic, the 2019 conference was held in Monroe, Switzerland from May the 30th to June the 2nd. However, the meeting venue changes each year and can take place anywhere in North America or Eurasia. Publicly known topics for talks during the 2019 Bilderberg meeting were Brexit, cybersecurity, and climate change. Some of the 2019 members were U.S. Senator of South Carolina, Lindsey Graham, Chinese diplomat and ambassador to the U.S. Sui Tenkai, former Argonaut CEO Klaus-Christian and the columnist for the Wall Street Journal, Peggy Noonan. What's happening behind the closed door of these meetings has provoked debate for centuries. They continue to arouse the imagination and the curiosity of the public.
Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess.
The Illuminati was founded by German philosopher and professor of civil and later canon law, Adam Weishaupt, on May 1st, 1776 in Bavaria. The members of the secret society called themselves perfectibilists. They aimed to replace Christianity with religion of reason, as later did the revolutionaries of France in the 19th century positivists. Disturbed by the conservative Catholic Church and the power of the Bavarian monarch, founder Weishaupt tried to move on to a new form of enlightenment through reasoning. Inspired by the spread of the Enlightenment across Europe, Weishaupt drew upon ideas expressed by the Jesuits, which he was a former member of, the mysteries of the seven sages of Memphis, the Kabbalah, and the Freemasons. The so-called perfectionists of the Bavarian Illuminati were divided into three tiers of the growing power. They were recruited from the social elite, including nobles such as the ex-Mason Baron von Nigg and the writer Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. All communication was in cipher and members were given classical nicknames. Weishaupt's, for example, was Spartacus. The Illuminati flourished before being disbanded in 1787 by Karl Theodor of Bavaria, who issued a proclamation punishable by death. But the demise of the Bavarian Illuminati hasn't quelled rumors about their covert activities, and conspiracy theorists have linked the group to everything from the French Revolution to the assassination of JFK. The Illuminati inspired Dan Brown's Angels and Demons and Umberto Eco's Foucault Pendulum. Skull and Bone, also known as the Order, Order 322, or the Brotherhood of Death, is an undergraduate senior secret student society at Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut. It is one out of 41 secret societies at Yale. The organization was founded in 1832 after the dispute among Yale debating societies, Linnonia Brothers in Unity, and the Calliopean Society over the season's Phi Beta Kappa Awards. Skull and Bone has become a cultural institution known for its powerful alumni and various conspiracy theories. Members are known as the Bonesmen, members of the Order, or the initiated to the Order. Founder William Hunting Russell took inspiration from an occult society he had visited in Germany. Its co-founder was Alfonso Taft, future Secretary of War to President Grant and the father of President William Howard Taft, who will also be a member of Skull and Bones. Each year, 15 Yale seniors are approached to join Skull and Bones. Their names are published in the Yale Rumpus, but what goes on behind the closed door of the tomb, the windowless meeting space where the Bonesmen meet twice a week, is kept under wraps. The members take on an oath of secrecy. Graduated members are called patriarchs, while those undergoing initiations are called knights. The group's outsiders are barbarians. Now, there are several famous members of Skull and Bones, including Presidents William Howard Taft, George H.W. Bush and his son George W. Bush, founder of Time magazine Henry Luce, former Secretary of State and presidential candidate John Kerry, James Jesus Angleton, Chief Counterintelligence for the Central Intelligence Agency, Howard Stanley, co-founder of Morgan Stanley, and Frederick W. Smith, founder of FedEx, and many more Fortune 500 elites.
Please tell us about the order and how you came to discover it exists.
Well, thank you. I'm very happy to be here. The order is truly a secret society. It was founded in the United States at Yale University.
The controversial 1986 American Secret Establishment exposition by Anthony Sutton claimed that Skull and Bone were there to create a new world order led by bonesmen, sparking a myriad of conspiracy theories. The symbol for Skull and Bones is appropriately a skull with two crossbones. What is less clear is the meaning of the number 322. Yale Alumni magazine points to a popular theory that it represents the year 322 BC when Alexander the Great died. The other theory is that 322 is said to refer to 322 BC when Athens lost the Lamian War and had to dissolve its democracy. A new plutocratic government allowed only wealthy Athenians to remain a citizen. Supposedly nothing more than a social club, the Bohemian Groove is a restricted 2,700-acre campground at 20601 Bohemian Avenue in Monte Rio, California. It was formed in 1872 by Henry Edwards, a stage actor and founding member. The Bohemian Club's all-male membership includes artists and musicians, as well as many prominent business leaders, government officials, former U.S. presidents, senior media executives, and various people of power. It is one of the few secret societies that are almost exclusively American. On the front lines, it's a little more than a country club where rich, educated men congregate, but the Grove is particularly famous for the Manhattan Project planning meeting that took place there in September 1942, which subsequently led to the atomic bomb. Those attending this meeting included Ernest Lawrence, J. Robert Oppenheimer, the S1 executive committee heads, such as presidents of Harvard, Yale, and Princeton, along with representatives of Standard Oil and General Electric, as well as various military officials. The club's motto is "Weaving Spiders Come Not Here," which implies that outside concerns and business deals are to be left outside. Hey guys, what do you think about the societies we discussed in this video? Have you heard anything about these secret societies? Share with us in the comment section below. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family.